Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mason City, Iowa. Today's matchup between the Mason City Mohawks and the Des Moines Oak Leafs. I'm Brian Michael. With me, as always, the voice of the Oak Leafs, Andy Wade. Andy took care of business yesterday. First period was a little rough, but came back and really, I think, finished strong.
Yeah, I mean, we had a fast start. That was the first check. We wanted to make sure we got out there quick, and we got a 2-0 lead. And then, I mean, there was a point we were outshotting them 12-1, and then all of a sudden it was 12-12 on shots. And the second half of that period, kind of sputtered along, but came back in the second period and won that period, and then continued into the third. We didn't really win it. I mean, it was more just quality control and 0-0, but came out with a big victory yesterday. So
I like that term, quality control. We heard that earlier this morning in our meeting, our pre-production meeting, which lasted about 15 seconds before we said, let's go.
That is true. So,
and just kind of around the league, we were talking yesterday, the Capitals took care of business in Water. And we have senior weekend in Des Moines against Cedar Rapids.
So it'll be an exciting weekend for our 11 seniors, 10 seniors.
I think we have 10.
10.
I'm gonna go with 10.
Yeah.
And there's two that we know very well.
Yeah, two of them, very, very well. So,
and actually we know all of them very well. That's what makes that a good night to say goodbye to the seniors. And in typical fashion, we haven't even gotten on the ice yet.
No. Well, the game can't start till we get there, so
we're always
all right.
late. As the Oak Leaf stroll on the ice.
Well, I'm hoping, this game, again, we have a fast start, and get things going, especially on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And I know the boys had a good time last night. They had their karaoke night last night. So, and we were staying at the same hotel as them, and we were able to hear some of the lyrics going on. It was kind of fun and to just listen to. We weren't able to see it, but we could hear it.
The Cooper pulled the all-time best karaoke night. He sang Tequila. There's literally like 3 words. Yeah. And there's video of this, and I have that video, and I will use that for ransom on Cooper for a very long time. He got a lot of jeers. You could hear some unhappy seniors in the background.
Right.
But he also, I think he placed second because Dylan Warwick could really sing that year.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We'll turn you over for intros.
Number 29, Jacob Tomacek. Number 31, Spencer Coltrane. Number 36, Jackson Cryer. And our goalie, number 30, Aiden Zimmerman. And the varsity starting lineup for the Mason City Mohawks is
Number 9, Dominic Cespedes. Number 21, Kelly Quintero. Number 27, Dylan Wheeler. Number 18, Jack Crane. Number 90, Austin Rowland. And our goalie, number 29, Zane Benjamin.
Well, let's play some hockey, Andy.
Let's play it.
That's the same rendition of the national anthem we heard yesterday.
Right.
Kind of digging it.
Electronic organ.
Very crisp, precise. Oh, yes. We were just informed that the reason the national anthem is like that is it's the shortest one they could find. And I appreciate that a lot because I always like those long ones. You're just standing. It's like, come on. So
Let's get going. Well, it's good.
So there's a trivia question for you. Why did they play that national anthem in Mason City? And now you know. And if you ever get up here for a game, you'll understand. So we go Rolly, Yakub, Clem, Creer, and Coltrane will start this game on a Sunday morning in Mason City, and it gets by Creer, and he'll have to track it down and reverse it over to Coltrane. Coltrane up to Clem. Clem up and out, and no icing. And that's Yakub. He'll be the first of the puck. Battle ensues. Comes back over to Rolly. Rolly's got Clem in front, but gets thrown up off the boards, but out. And Creer will have to throw it in, and we're offside. Mason City goes off the boards to the red line. Chips in front, but that's the Coltrane over to Tomacek. He gets it to Rolly, and he gets bumped off the puck, but Clem is there. Pass up through the middle. Coltrane gets it off the glass, and that goes deep. And we'll chase. That's Rolly. Bouncing puck. He gloves it down. But Mason City comes out with it. Lorbecki trying to use his stick, but shot by Creer. And Mason City will try to come the other way, but Lorbecki with a move at the red line. And they'll skate in. Bouncing puck wide. And now Creer will go to battle deep. And Coltrane will break that out. Cross-ice pass for Shepard, broken up, and it will go deep. And Zim will track that down, and that's Coltrane. And he'll skate. He'll make a guy miss. He'll make another guy miss. And he'll skate to the side. He's got a shot. And glove down by the goalie. And we'll get a face-off. 15:26 left. We're playing pretty good.
Yeah. 2 games in a row. Gooding has scored the first goal. Hoping to see maybe what are the odds that he gets the third one going, but he just exited the ice and put Roland back out.
So Roland Tomacek, here comes Michael. He'll throw it in on net, but off some bodies. And Roley with the can opener in the corner and comes back up. And Mason City will get it out. Cross ice. And they'll throw it deep on Zim, and he'll just cover. And we'll get a face-off on our end. Yeah, Jack's let us off against Waterloo and last night. Laura Becky with a big game last night, 4 points. And that goes to Cooper Michael, who had 3 points last night. For the Oak Leafs in a victory. Now Tomacek gets that out and just off the linesman, or else Clem would have been one-on-one, and we know how that works out most of the time. And through a bunch of bodies, Jakub tries to pick that off and does, but he's got some backup. Now Michael picks it off. He'll throw it deep, and it rims around to Clem. Now Mason City controls behind the net, and he whiffs on the pass. Michael up to keep it in, and it bounces out. And here comes Mason City, but Teddy's back, picks his pocket pretty cleanly. And Teddy will just try to get it deep, but off the linesman again, and it goes kind of deep. And we'll give chase at the circles. They have some problems handling the puck in their zone. And now it comes out. And touched by Mason City, so no icing here. And Teddy will go to work in the corner. And comes out. Michael will track that down. He'll try to get it up to Lord Becky and does. Lord Becky will skate to the middle. Make a guy miss at the center circle, and Gooding will try to corral that, but it comes back the other way, chipped out by Mason City. Creer comes over to Wade, and Wade will find Lord Becky in the middle, chip deep, and he'll battle. But Mason City will grab it behind the net, bouncing puck, and that's Jack. It's still bouncing. And Chuck comes out with that. Shepard tries to go in the front and deflected. Now they're skating behind the net. And chipped out. But Creer will try to get that at the red line. Now we've got a Mohawk here shot off the crossbar and out. And we've got Laura Becky with a 1-on-2. And he gets good play there by number 90 to take Charlie off that puck. Mason City will chip it up past Wade over to, and that's Coltrane. Coltrane cross ice. Shep taps that up to Gooding. Gooding just gets that out of the zone. And Laura Becky tries to grab that puck. Now it comes near side. And off the linesman again. Skates in. Sticked away by Zim. Up the boards by Coltrane. And Mason City will try to keep it in and won't. And that's Jakub. He's got Clem in the middle. And another good play by number 90 to keep Jakub from coming through the middle.
He's playing well, number 90 for Mason City. He's really stepping up and controlling his gaps.
And comes through the middle, bouncing puck. Coltrane kind of takes a knee, and they will call that. And that's a good call. And we'll go on the RBC Wealth Management power play.
This is kind of where we excelled last night. You know, we took advantage of a couple power play goals and really get things started. So hopefully we can do the same here, move the puck around. And really it was a cross-ice pass inside the zone, getting to that back door.
Number 90 is Austin Lloyd. And as Andy said, having a good game. Made 2 really, really good defensive plays on guys that normally make you miss. So on the power play here, that's Creer. He'll skate in, and he's got the puck. He'll just skate it behind the net. And he'll find Michael at the point. Michael goes back to Creer. Creer takes a shot. Rebound in front. Battle. Still loose, and covered. And we'll get a whistle. That's what you want. Was there, we just couldn't get a stick on it. Minute 28 left in the power play. 11:24 left in the first period. It's scoreless. But we have our first power play of the game with Lorbecky taking the face-off. Clemenson, Creer, Michael, and Tomacek. And that gets turned over up the boards and out. And we'll have to track that down. Mason City goes for a change on their penalty kill unit. And that's Jackson Creer. He'll skate it with some speed, gets sticked away. But it's still in the zone. And Michael will come out with that. Tap that over to Creer. Creer makes a couple guys miss and just loses the puck.
And we're going to get a penalty here on Creer.
And we'll get
on a rough.
I'm not sure about that, but that's the call. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 56. Essentially half and half, and then we'll be on the quick roofing penalty kill. But right now we go 4-on-4. And we'll go Coltrane, Shep, and Gooding and Rowley are the 4 Oakleys. Kind of like this combo, Andy.
Yep. Well, it's just like the speed of it.
Yeah, it's a good 4-on-4 combo, I think. Rowley tries to tap it forward, and Gooding will take that over, get it over to Coltrane. And he'll try to skate, but he'll regroup. Now up to Gooding. And Gooding will just regroup as well. Good job to possess the puck. They know they don't have to hurry and turn it over and just dump things. Control the puck. Now Gooding through the middle. And he'll skate in. Tries to go 5-hole. Backhanded in front. Now it's up in the air. Goalie tries to glove it down, but it's loose still. And Gooding will try to pinch it in below the red line. That's Rowley. Rowley's got it. He tries to go over to Shep. Shep in front, and that's Gooding. Gooding sauces one out to Coltrane. Coltrane off his stick, but he'll get it in front, off a skate, and that went right to Shep, but he couldn't find it. Now Shep in the middle, shoots one high. Goalie's got no stick. Now in front, gets pushed off the puck, and now we've got to stop this because it should be icing, and it is. As we had the player come out of the box on the penalty, and there's 55 seconds left in the quick roofing penalty kill.
So good pressure, and they did a nice job on the 4-on-4s. They kept possession of the puck. You know, they had to cycle it back a couple times, but they didn't just make a turnover and throw it deep. We continue to possess it, so it gave us a little bit more scoring opportunities.
And pass through the middle picked off by Mason City, so they'll take the zone and stop off of Lorbecky, and he'll chip it out into the. And they're gonna call that in the zone. I think it got deflected. I mean, but anyway, we'll have a face-off in our zone with 40 seconds left in the penalty kill. And face-off comes to the point. Shot in on Zim. He fights that off into the corner. Michael tries to chip it up and settled down by Mason City. Yakub gives battle. And Lloyd with the shot, and that's Clem. He gets tripped up and no call. And we're offside. And we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, that one looked like it should have been, would have been one. I think Clem was looking for it. He kind of looked back to the ref, didn't see it. But you just play through it and keep moving. But, you know, if Clem doesn't fall down there, there's a 2-on-1 going the other way. And
so 18 seconds left in this penalty kill to Jackson Creer. And Clem digs that out in his feet. Still battling. Goes up to Rowley. But Mason City will get it up to the blue line. And Michael with a good stick out to Clemenson. We got 2-on-2, and he'll just flop one in on goal, and they'll cover. And we'll get a face-off. It's even strength now. And Teddy will come out and go to his defensive position. Rolly with the face-off, gets drug out, and Teddy with the backhand in, but Tomacek couldn't control that. Now Teddy will just turn and chuck it into the bench again. Teddy's been throwing things into the benches.
Benches and the stands.
Well, at least that way you're not turning it over at the
Right.
blue line. I mean, and face off comes down low. Teddy had it for a second. Comes through the middle, through Michael's legs. Bouncing puck. This is dangerous. And goes to the corner. Battle there. Shot off of Michael. And now wide. And chipped up and out. And they'll go up the wall. And cross ice picked off by Teddy. And tries to control, but Mason City will skate it in. Michael kind of swipes out in front of that. And now Teddy bouncing puck. He'll settle it down, rims it up to Michael, up the boards, but no one there. Comes through the middle. And we got Tomacek. Nope. And Rolly just tries to take him off the puck, and it gets out to Rolly. He goes up to Tomacek. He goes through the middle to Clem. He tries to make a guy miss and just can't get by him. Bouncing puck in the middle, deflected into the corner. And Mason City will control behind the net, come up through the middle, and he'll throw it in. And that's Creer. Creer over to, actually gets by both Coltrane and the Mason City player, and they'll skate it back in. Shot from an angle, thrown out in front, tip. That's Shizzle. Shizzle makes a good play, tries to get through the middle, but can't make that move. And Mason City with speed the other way. It's Pierce. He takes a shot, and that's easily gloved down by Mr. Zimmerman. And we'll have a face-off. 7:07 left. And we have no score yet. We haven't even had a lot of really good opportunities either. I mean, we've had a couple.
On that 4-on-4 is probably about the best opportunities we've had, and Mason City really hasn't had anything high quality that going towards us. So
Shizzle will skate that in, take a hit, but that didn't phase him at all, and he'll battle below the net. They try to come through the middle now, picked off there by Coltrane. Shot just wide, bounces in front, but Mason City will take that over, and Coltrane will get that back in the zone. And quick up pass up the middle. He's all by himself, but he loses an edge. And we got lucky there. It was a good play. And here comes Coltrane. He tries to feather one up and picked off by Mason City. These are the guys you don't want on the ice. And it's behind the net. It's loose. And Coltrane there. He'll go up through the middle, and that's Shizzle. Shizzle just gets it deep. And we'll get a change. And Mason City rims it up the near side. And kept in by Gooding. And Mason City will bring it down low. And Shep there, can he keep it in? He taps it in, but Mason City will just skate that out. And then go cross ice. And gets away from Mason City, and they'll battle in the corner with Michael. And comes up into the slot. Shot deflected in front. Rebound covered. And we'll get a face-off.
So got lucky on one play, and maybe even two, with the one where Mason City got behind our defense, and we just were late to recognize. Fortunately, he fell down going towards the net.
Tap to the middle, and that just goes up along the boards, and it goes back deep. Michael will have to track that down. Tries to sweep it with one hand. Now he'll battle. Comes out and bounce back the other way. And off a skate to the blue line. He keeps it in. Goes cross ice. Deep. And they'll battle there. Still loose. And comes up to Lorbecky, and he'll skate. He's got Shep in the middle, but behind him off a skate. No icing here. And that's Shep in front. And there's Lorbecky. with a backhand. Kept in by Wade. Good play. And now tap to Lorbecky. Shep still battles. And kept in by Wade again. He'll get it off a skate. Now just got to get it over to Shep. And couldn't do it. And they'll throw it back over to this side. It'll come out of the zone. Michael with a head of steam, and they were offside. And we'll have a whistle with 4:32 left in the first period.
Shots are hard to get for both teams. I
3-3.
mean, we just can't get anything in front, and everybody's packed into the house. I think you're really going to have to get things deep and then start utilizing your D, and maybe a D-to-D pass, quick shot, and then start looking for some rebounds.
Coltrane at the red line, throws it deep. And rimmed up along the boards. Picked up by Rowley. Tries to make a guy miss. He's got Clem in front. Excuse me, had Tomacek in front, but couldn't get it to him. Bouncing puck at the blue line. And Mason City will come the other way. He'll have to give it up. And it takes a really weird bounce. And we got lucky there. And Coltrane will skate that out, gets hooked. And bouncing puck, it's in. We've got it. That's Clemenson. He misses on the tough shot. He'll skate to the middle and take another shot. And that comes off somebody's bouncing in front, still loose. And turnaround shot and glove down by the goalie. And we'll have a face-off. Andy, I was looking last night. Our goal differential, have you seen it?
Oh, it's
like 112.
Yeah.
Like no one's even close.
No.
And we have the most goals in the league tied where we were last night with KC, but they've given up like 30 more goals than we have. So and we have a conversation.
But I think Omaha is a team that has a few goals against.
Yeah.
But we're number one in goals for. But when you do a differential, I mean, it's just enormous of what we've been able to do. But that speaks to what this team is. I mean, what they're built on. We're kind of deep in all facets of the game, and our defensive crew really does get into the offensive game, looking at the number of points that they produce.
Now tipped up on a high stick. That's Clem, though. And he'll skate it in. Loses the puck. But he'll dig it off the boards. He'll skate the slot. Shot, rebound. And
there we go.
That's a goal by Tomacek. And Clem kind of dug that off the boards, took a shot. Rebound came to Tomacek. It's 1-0 with 3:26 left. We needed that. I wouldn't call that a fast start, but at least we scored first.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I got that instant replay. There we go.
You'll see Clemenson takes it on the board there and kind of loses it.
But it just takes it to the middle and just fires one. And then Tomacek's there to just eat up that rebound. So good job there.
Jakub seems like he's always in the right spot. And here comes Greer. He'll skate it in and flip it deep in the zone. And Mason City will reverse and skate it in front of the net. And Wade tries to step up. And Greer's back to take care of the streaking Mason City player. And tries to wrap around in front. And wow, that was close. Good save by Zim. And with 3:04 left in the first period, we'll have another face-off.
Yeah, so good job by Zim getting the initial one, and then just covering that back door, taking care of business there in front. Good job, Zim.
And face-off comes to the blue line shot, blockered away by Zim. Reverse down low, Mason City controls. And Creer will pick that pass off, but right back to Mason City below the net. Gets by him. Wade there. Gets it up to Lorbecky. He'll skate. Tap it by the defenseman. He'll skate in. Takes a shot. Low rebound bouncing on Shep. And that's exactly what you want to do on that play. Gets by Creer. And he'll make several people miss. And over to Wade. He'll backhand up to Lorbecky. Gets by him. But Gooding takes it deep. Little dancing below the red line for Mason City, but they'll throw it up on the boards and try to get it out. And good play there by Teddy. He kept it in. He's got a couple oak leaves there. He tries to go to Shep, and that's
in.
That's in, and that's off. Is that Teddy?
I think it's Teddy. And
Let that be Teddy.
And I think he tried to go across to get Shepard on the other side and
kind of banked it in.
So take another look at that. You know, Teddy just gets it there, keeps it in the zone. I think he's looking for Shepard there on the other side. I think it almost went off the defenseman. I think the defenseman grabbed it, kind of put it back in.
So we'll give that goal to number 19, Teddy Friedrich. With 2 minutes left in the first period, he makes it 2-0. And Teddy made that play at the blue line, and he got rewarded with the goal. And that's tipped by Clem up to Rowley, and he'll tip it in. And Mason City tries to rim it up along the near side, and they'll skate to the far side and up, and kept in by Teddy again. Now to Clem. He'll skate to the blue, throw it in some space. Michael throws one in on net, goes down low. Tomacek battles and takes a couple guys. Now Clem. And comes up the boards to Michael. He tries to get it to the middle, bouncing puck. Goes down to the corner again, and Michael loses his stick. And comes off the ice. And Clem tries to battle, comes out, and we got a breakaway. And that's number 9. He's their leading scorer, and just Zim stands on his head. What a save by Zim. He had him dead to rights with the old deke left, comb right, but Zim got his pad out. I thought for sure that was in.
Look at that. I mean, number 9 just kind of slid through. Was able to get the turnover and one-on-one to Zim. Zim backdoor, but was able to get the leg pad out there just enough to take that away. So.
And looks like my kid broke another stick.
He needed a new one anyway.
No, he didn't, man. That's a lot this year for some reason. There's Lorbecky. He will stop. Drops one over to Shep. Shep through the middle trying to find Gooding, but broken up. And comes back over to the far side with 40 seconds left. That's Michael with his backup stick. And he'll wheel and throw one up to Lorbecky. He chips it deep with 30 seconds left. And Lorbecky gives battle. Gooding there. Comes up over to Creer. But Mason City will come off and turn it over. And that's Shep. He'll skate it in. That's onside. Over to Lorbecky. Shot in on that. Saved into the corner. And comes across the far side. Michael will get that. Throw it in on net. Save. And come up to Creer. Creer keeps it in. But that's the end of the first period. And it's 2-0 Oak Leafs. Andy, what are you seeing out there?
Well, right now it's just tough traffic, right? And especially out in front. I think you got to be able to utilize our D. I mean, and be able to open that up a little bit and more shots and shots on net from the point. And then you're looking for rebounds. I mean, that's your first goal, rebound shot. And the second goal, I mean, it was from our point, holding the blue line, getting it deep, and just throwing it towards the net, and it actually went in. So, I think we're playing well. I don't think we're not, we're moving things around, but I really just think, opening up the offensive zone a little bit, and then just checking behind us, because there's been 2 or 3 almost opportunities.
I was gonna say, they've had 3 breakaways in the first period, so we got to clean that up.
We got to clean that piece up. So other than that, I think we get back to the locker room, reset, and come back out. You already won the first period, 0-0 in the second. Go out and win that one.
All right, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Welcome back to Mason City, everybody. Today's matchup between the Mason City Mohawks and your Des Moines Oak Leafs. We've got a 2-0 lead, Andy, on a couple of goals. And what are you seeing out there in the first period?
The first period, it was just tough to get shots. I mean, the shots ended up 10-8, but it was like 3-3 with like 3 minutes left in the period. And it was tough for both teams just to get anything. But what we did, we were able to, get a nice rebound shot and back door, and then Teddy with the, kind of the step in from the blue line, keeping it in, throwing it towards the net, really looking for a pass to the back door, but it went off the defender and in. So you got a little bit lucky there, but where we really got lucky is on the flip side. We gave up, 2 to 3 breakaways, and Zimmerman had come up huge on one, so we're gonna keep our head on a swivel. Don't allow that, because I kind of see Mason City trying to do what Waterloo did to us on Friday night. They're really trying to release guys real early and trying to hit that stretch pass. So we just got to recognize that. The other piece I'm going to be looking at in this period is Coltrane. I know in warm-ups he left the ice early. Not sure why, but talking to some parents over on the other side of the rink behind the benches, he kind of came off gingerly before going to the locker room. So gonna keep an eye on him, see how he's feeling. I don't know if his groin is acting up on him or not, but we'll keep a lookout for that.
And
I don't even know if I see him out there.
I was looking. I haven't seen him yet, but if there was a time to rest him, this might be it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're gonna need him. Well, there he is. He's out there.
He's out there? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep an eye on him, just seeing how he feels and where he's moving. So
disaster averted. Hopefully. And that comes back over to Creer, and he'll grab it at the top of the circle and get it over to Coltrane, up to Clemenson. He'll battle now in the slot. Shot wide. Tomacek doesn't get there. And now Creer comes over to Coltrane. He'll shovel one out and takes a hit. Gets by Mason City. No icing on the play. And he comes up the middle and he gets hooked. No call. And it goes back behind the net. That is the textbook play for hooking. And Coltrane has to just throw that back in, and we're offside. And comes up the near side to Bieber. And he'll throw it cross ice for Creer. He'll spin, tries to go up the middle, but picked off. And this is onside, takes a shot. And that rebound comes out to Rowley. He'll turn around and go the other way and skate, takes a shot off a shin pad, and pinballs below the net. Now out in front to Rowley, but off his skate and gets by everyone. That should be icing, and it is. And we'll get a face-off at the other end. 15:47 left.
I don't know if Rowley wasn't ready for that coming in front. I mean, his stick was up and went off his skate. I think, if he's getting his stick down, and we're shooting for the blade, then it might be a little bit different story. But
Teddy takes another shot, and that's in, and that's, I don't know who's gonna get it. Hopefully, Teddy. Charlie's gonna take it.
But I think he tipped it.
I think he did too. But two good friends, kind of.
So it was coming off the face-off. So sitting right here, I think we can see a tip and kind of a misdirection shot, and I think it was right off of Laura Becky there sitting in front. So, but Teddy's gonna get the assist on that.
So 2 points for Teddy today, and that's a goal by Laura Becky. Bouncing puck. And gets by Teddy. Michael will just backhand that one up to the red line. And Mason City will try to get it deep, but can't get it by Lorbecky as he's taking on two guys in white shirts. But it squirts out to the middle and gets tipped over by Shep. And Michael breaks that pass up and comes down low, and he'll throw it out in front. Gooding get it over to Teddy. Teddy up to Charlie. Bounces by the defender. We've got a 2-on-2 coming back the other way. And Charlie takes it wide, and he'll just skate it in. Comes back behind. Comes up to Creer. Takes a shot wide. Teddy will be there to clean it up. Bounces by him. Now Charlie into the netting. And we'll have a face-off. And a 3-0 lead. 14:57 left in the second period.
So just early on, I mean, we're getting back to the DD. We're taking shots. We're putting things towards the net right there. Get it back to Career. He's trying to get a quick shot. But I think the D are open. We just got to be able to continue to utilize them. Really open it up the middle of the ice for the forwards to continue to work.
Wade drags it off the face-off. Gets it low. And he'll change spots with Clem. But that Clem actually keeps that in. Now it comes back out. That's icing. As Mason City backhanded one, missed everyone, and we'll have a face-off. 60 feet down the other way.
Right.
Isn't the rink 210? Or is it 200? I don't know. Somewhere in there. And puck goes down low, high and hard off the glass. Teddy needs to take a note on that one because it stayed in the rink. And picked up to Rolly. He's got Clem in the middle. He takes a shot, blockered away, and Mason City will break it out. The other way, that's Lang. He'll skate to the middle, throw one harmlessly in on Zim. He'll cover for a face-off. That's Rolly. And Creer tries to skate that out, and Wade will grab that below the red line. Get it up the boards to Clem. Clem tacks it back to Wade. Wade will skate and go over to Rolly, tipped in. Clem will try to be the first one there. He battles with Lloyd, but comes back up to Rolly. He'll skate it and try to get it by, but shoveled up the far side, kept in by Creer. Good play. He makes a couple guys miss, trying to just control the puck, and that's Tomachek. He goes through the middle. Now bouncing puck, still loose, bouncing. And Mason City will get that out. But it'll come back in with Rolly, and he'll get knocked off the puck. Good play, another good play, but they haven't gotten it out yet. And tapped by Creer, and he'll go back to Wade as Mason City goes for a change. Wade up to Clem. Clem takes a stick, but he'll just keep skating that puck. He's got three guys and comes out of the zone. We'll throw it deep. We'll have to change, and we change on side, but comes up and chipped in the zone. Bouncing puck on Sim. He'll have to cover and does. And we'll see what we do for personnel. And we'll go from there. And Teddy rims that over to Coltrane. Coltrane up the boards, but picked off by Mason City. Now through the middle. And Teddy up to Lurbecky. Gets picked off. He'll battle. And goes low with Gooding. Gooding will track that down. And Coltrane trying to corral that. Bounces past Mason City, and that's Lurbecky on his horse. He's trying to get there. But Mason City will get it up and out. He'll skate it out, come back the other way, and Teddy's back. And shot comes to the front, spinorama shot, whiffed on. And here comes Shep. He skates and backhand one to the middle, trying to hit Lurbecky, but broken up. And here comes Mason City the other way. He's got Scott in the middle, and that shot goes high and wide. Up the boards and chipped by Lurbecky. And now he'll try to get there. Good play by Mason City to take him off the puck, which is not easy to do if you know Charlie. And that puck comes through the middle. And Michael will chip it deep. And Mason City will chase. That's Lloyd. He'll drop pass, but turned over. And Tomachek tries to keep it in, and it does come out. And that's Wade. And loses an edge. Comes up Michael over to Clem. He'll take the blue and he'll go into Rolly. He tries to hit Tomacek, but a little late. And that's icing. No icing. No icing. So Wade's going to have to track that down. And he'll go up the boards. Michael tries to chip. Now comes to the middle. He'll toe drag. And he'll just skate. Feather one up to Rolly. Rolly comes to the middle. Gets sticked away from him. Now up the boards. And Wade gets by him. But he'll backhand it up to Michael. Michael takes a hit to make a play. And it comes back the other way. And shot in on Zim. And he'll cover for a face-off. Some back and forth action here, Andy.
Yeah, it was back and forth, and but everybody's closing up in that gap. And they're doing really good stick work, and then being able to gap control, and then taking the body, and closing up lanes. So you really got to fight through it. You got to use passing to get everybody around. And it's gonna take a lot of communication. You're gonna really have to talk and let them know where to kind of go with it. Off the boards or a drop or something hard.
And thrown down low, Coltrane gets that up to Shep on the far side, but errant pass, no icing. And Lorbecky will track it down as the goalie just kind of stops it, but that goes back to Lorbecky below the red line. He'll skate it in, tries to find Shep, and that comes out to Creer. He has to settle the puck down. And shot was deflected and comes back the other way. And we've got a streaker. And it gets by him, and that's icing. On the play with 10:01 left in the second period here in beautiful Mason City. This rink is awesome. A little chilly in here, but but it's a great rink to visit.
Yeah, they've really done this one right, and it's high quality, and I think it's the perfect size for the Bulls and for Mason City.
Shot by Creer, but rebound covered. Is that Redfern in goal?
Yep.
Today?
Yep.
Okay. Same goalie as last night. Face off to Lorbecky. Now comes out. Now Creer has to kind of get back on his horse. That's Lloyd. He's got some wheels. And he throws one to the middle, chipped up in the air and kept in, but chipped back to Shep. And Shep will regroup. Try to get one to Gooding streaking to the blue line, but it stays in. And Mason City will come cross ice. They're on side. He'll take a shot, and Coltrane gets a piece of that. As Creer gives battle along the boards, he'll go back over to Coltrane. Coltrane, he's got Lorbecky off his stick, and no icing on the play. And they're looking to break someone out high. And what they do is they turn it over at the blue line and thrown back deep by Creer. Coltrane tries to keep it in and does, but we didn't have a lot of bodies where he put the puck. And so he'll just get it deep, and we'll give chase. That's Rolly and Clemenson. Rolly will be the first to the puck. And comes up along the boards and pinned there. And kicked down low. He'll regroup, try to go up the boards and out into the netting, and we'll get a face-off. With 8:31 left in the second period, so about halfway through this game. And kind of I don't know how to describe this period, but it's back and forth, kind of.
It's back and forth, but it's
lackluster.
It's a little bit, I would say, just pucks are in the feet. I hate to say sloppy, but the puck is bouncing and it's just getting
a little
disconnected.
disconnected.
A lot of traffic, and so you're trying to fight through all that traffic, and the puck is bouncing off your stick here or there.
Teddy has to just throw that back in. We're offside. And it comes up to the far side. Michael will shove that up to Tomacek. But his backhand pass misses everyone and comes to the red line. Teddy giving gets that out of our zone and picked by Rolly. Rolly goes to Clemenson over to Yakub, and that is pretty. That is really pretty. And that'll be our 4th goal on our 15th shot. And there was no stopping that.
Let's take a relook at that one. Because they had to fight for basically get into the zone, and then it was just all rolling, keeping it there, getting it back to Clem, and then just Clem getting over to Tomacek, just cleaning it up. So all guys involved on that one.
Yeah, Rolly made that play. Michael chips one up to Shep, and he'll get it deep. Takes a hit, too. And Mason City will come the other way, and Teddy got a stick on that. Now Michael does, too. And Mason City's offside. And they'll throw it deep to Teddy. Teddy will get it up to Charlie, and Charlie will have to tap that over to Gooding. Now up to Shep. And he gets it deep, but tapped by the goalie. He'll try to go up, and Michael steps up on the play. Now we got a 2-on-1 going back the other way. Teddy's back and shot, and that's wide. And Michael will actually, no, that comes back up to Mason City. Battle at the blue line and shot. Bouncing puck and in over Zim. He made the save on the shot from the point, and it bounced up over him. And Mason City with their first goal of the game makes it a 4-1 game.
Yeah, they shot wide there and went up and just couldn't get it out. Took a shot way up high and kind of just went up and rolled on Zimmerman up and over him. I'm sure he wants that one back.
So Bird will take the face-off with Anderson, McDaniel, Wade, and Creer. And bounces over to Creer. He'll just body one up to Anderson. He tips it up to Bird, but just a little too far in front of him. But McDaniel has it at the blue line, but we're way offside. And Anderson will grab it up the boards. Mason City will come the other way. And he'll take a shot wide. Bounces behind the net. Comes out in front. Now McDaniel gets one up to Anderson. Anderson cuts in, takes a shot. Glove down by the goalie, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 6:35 left. 4-1 is the score in this game. I'm going to check some other games too, Andy.
There we go.
Shall we? Shan't we?
I know Waterloo and Capitals were at 2-2 at one point.
So it's looks like it's 3-2. The Capitals 3-2 lead in that game against Waterloo.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty. I think Wade's going to get one for maybe a trip. And that's what they're going to call.
So we will go on the DMU physical therapy penalty kill with 6:21 left in the second period. And it looks like Creer, Clemenson, Tomacek, and Roley as number 16, Dominic Wade, goes into the box for a trip. And Andy's going to be yelling at him all the way home.
I won't yell at him. He knows.
Did you guys have any uncomfortable car rides?
Nope.
Like, never?
Nope.
Shot blocked by Clem, and he'll throw that out. And Mason City Road Group, I don't think I ever did either. There was one after baseball, I know that. But I got a speeding ticket. Oh, Coop. But I don't think ever after hockey. That's Rolly. And puck goes to the far side. They'll take the zone. Creer there. He'll at least make him stop. Now battle. Tipped up by Clem. And it stays in. They'll throw it. And through the middle and out. And tapped over to the far side. And they'll skate in. They've got a 3-on-2 here and shot. Saved by Zim, and we'll get a face-off. There is 55 seconds left in the penalty kill.
No, our car rides, it was more, I just picking his brain about, thought process, thinking what could have been different.
Now, Holiday Park. I don't
Yeah.
know what game it was. We were driving down Railroad, and I got pulled over. I was not happy with Coop. I don't think he was happy with me either, as he clears the puck to the other end. Now, Mason City will skate it in. That's Shep. He makes him turn it over and up the boards and in some skates, and Gooding there trying to control it, but it comes out to the point. Now over to the near side. That's Lloyd, takes a shot. And now Shep will track that down, and he'll get it all the way down to the other end. 17 seconds left in the penalty kill to number 16, Dominic Wade. Gooding takes over that puck behind the net. Still loose, and that's Shep. And we have 5 seconds left. And Mason City with some serious speed. He'll skate to the middle shot, blockered away. Penalty is over. Michael will get it behind the net and lift the stick, and that should be icing. And it is, as the penalty expired. To Dominic Wade. I'm going to say it again.
Hey,
I'm
it happens.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
Just getting more airtime. That's all it is.
The worst
Right.
thing is when your kid's a defenseman and he takes a penalty and then they score.
Right.
I mean, that's like. So, at least they killed it off. That goes up to Gooding. Over to Clem. Clem skates it in. He's got Jakub. He just
And he buries it.
five holes him. And that's 5-1 with 3:56 left in the second period. Clem just took that puck and said, I'm just gonna go ahead and score here. And he did.
He just took it to the outside. He had it passed, but just took it, buried it 5-hole. More times than not, you 1-on-1 against the goalie, Clemson's going to come on top of it.
I would agree with that, Andy. That's a good assessment. Good.
Yeah.
That's Creer. He'll go over to Coltrane and passes one up to middle to Rowley. He'll get it to Clem, who skates parallel to the blue line and finds Jakub, and that should be another goal, and it is. That was pretty
his
too.
third?
I know he's got at least 2. I'm gonna.
Well, let's take a look at that. That one was pretty too, and Clemenson made the right move there. Coming right off the face-off and just moving right up ice. Rolling to Clemenson, and he comes down, and the goalie's probably thinking Clemenson's going to shoot again. Tomachek gets there, and he slides it over. So good decision by Clemenson, really kind of set up that whole goal.
Yeah, they've got Jakub for 2 goals. So that was his third. That's it. That's a hat trick for Jakub. That's Shizzle. And he shoots one in, covered by the goalie. And they gave both goals to Teddy. So he's got 2 goals. And we're on hat trick watch for Teddy.
Oh, nice.
So Jakub with the hat trick. And Mason City will skate it out and get it deep. And that's Zim. He'll settle it down for Coltrane. And he'll get it over to Cooker, but comes cross ice. Mason City will throw that in on net. That goes wide. Cooker will track that down and get it over to Elliott, who gets it to Shizzle between his legs. And he'll try to skate to the middle. Gets taken off the puck, which is not easy to do. And here comes Mason City through the middle. Oh, no. Takes a shot. Good save by Zim. Good shot.
Yeah, number 9, that's the one you don't want to keep in the high slot area all by himself and then wind up. And
Yeah.
he can do some damage for Mason City as he's their leading scorer.
There are 3 minutes exactly left in the second period. And that is Jack Gooding, who will take the face-off. to Cooper Michael, and up the boards to Lorbecky. And we have number 14, Watson, in the game. He'll get the puck. He'll go over to Michael. Michael will skate in, takes a shot, off some bodies, and back the other way. And off of Mason City's helmet. And that goes up the boards and not out. And still loose. And Michael will have to battle. It comes up to the circle shot, in on goal, bouncing puck. And Michael will just grab that puck and get it up to Lorbecky. Lorbecky tries to make a move and does, and it's in the zone. We're on side. Now bounces to Michael. Michael takes a shot, and that's into the netting. With 2:08 left in the period. And we'll get a change. Looks like we got Wade and Creer on D. And we have McDaniel, Bird, and Anderson. And the puck goes down low to Mason City. He'll skate and look and turn it over to McDaniel, who keeps it in. And he's got Anderson streaking to the middle. Tries to get it to him, but he'll pick it up behind the net. Gets taken off the puck. And Mason City will come the other way on a good breakout. That's still onside. And Anderson takes a hit to make a play and skates off the ice. And it comes back the other way and poked away by Creer, but Mason City still controls. And he'll try to spin the spinorama, but Rowley takes that puck and battles through a high stick and will skate it in with some speed. And now a hook, and now to McDaniel, and back the other way. And that's Lloyd, who has the only goal this evening, or excuse me, this afternoon for Mason City. They'll skate in, and pad save by Zim, and up to Clem, just out of his reach. And Mason City will go up through the middle, and Wade breaks that up. Back to Clem. He'll skate in, and he's got Jakub again, bouncing puck out in front. Rowley, and on the backhand, couldn't get it over the goalie who was down, and it'll stay as 6-1. In the second period with 53.6 seconds left. We'll get a change on the backside. That's Teddy looking for the Hattie and Coltrane. Now back up, and Teddy keeps it in and comes the other way. Coltrane will race to the puck, not icing, settles it down. And he'll skate it out and come up to Clemenson. He'll skate to the middle, skate to the edge, tries to kind of drop one in, but comes out to Friedrich. He'll take another shot in on net, right into the goalie's chest.
Right. Needed a little bit of traffic in front.
He hit the H in Mohawks. Actually, he hit the A. Whatever one's right in the middle, that's the one Teddy hit.
I think it's the A.
Yeah. So that comes up, and Teddy will try to keep it in. And comes out, and we've got a 2-on-0. Sim there. He takes the good play. And comes the other way over to Clemenson. Clemenson takes it behind the net, backhands one to Rowley, and kept in. A big hit by Coltrane as Clem cleans that up, and that's the end of the period. Spirited into the second period on a 6-1 hockey game. Andy, we gave one up, but we scored a few more.
Yeah, and the goals that we did score were really pretty goals, and you know, multiple assists on each one of those, and that's just moving the puck around and making good decisions. You know, we played a good hockey game so far in the first period and the second period, and you know, that's what we need to be doing at this time of the year is building for what comes up in about 2 weeks, and that's the state tournament or Midwest League Finals. You know, and if we're playing our best hockey going into that, you know, anything can happen. We just got to put a 3-game set and that's what this weekend's all about, right? You a Friday game, a Saturday game, and a Sunday game, and knowing how to win 3 in a row, and we're being able to do that at a good level. So, Friday night was a tough matchup against Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's almost gonna be like that in the first game of that finals weekend, because nerves are gonna be going. There's a lot of pressure. You don't win that one, you're done, and so it's a win at all costs. So it's a tough game, that very first one. So once you get things loosened up and you can get to the second round, it eases up a little bit for both teams, and it's a high quality game. But that's what this importance of the 3-game weekend is really prepping for the end of the year.
Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Andy Wade here, Brian Michael. Matchup between the Mason City Mohawks and the Des Moines Oak Leafs. And, of course, we have the magician on the camera, Jason Merck. And you can tell already. I mean, if you're watching, you probably already know.
Right.
Like the camera flows, there's some in and outs. He's catching every play. And Andy's finally getting a hold of the technology for the instant replay, as you've probably seen.
It's taken me a while.
Yeah.
I had to retrain my brain.
Yeah, we've stepped it up a notch here in the broadcast booth with a lot of different stuff that I don't understand, but it's all here in front of us. There's a bunch of iPads.
Well, I was talking to some people outside the booth, and kind of dawned on me this period is the last road trip for a lot of our, quite a few of our players. So it could be the final time that they put on a blue jersey.
Yeah, yep, it could be. And I remembered that the next game I go to will be senior night.
Yeah.
Which, I've kind of been dreading that drive to the rink. So it's going to happen one way or another. And as you saw with some of the interviews we had with Oak Leaf alumni, only good things ahead for these guys. They're going to miss it, but there's plenty of new in front of them. And I tell Coop that sometimes the memories are just as sweet.
Right. Yep. And the memories that they're going to remember are these road trips.
Absolutely.
That are going to be, spending nights in hotels and the fun things you do and the camaraderie and the locker room, and a lot of the stuff that we don't see, is the stuff that they're going to remember as they trudge forward, and the great things that they're going to do coming forward for them. And we'll hear all about those things next week, which will be fun, and
well, the clock is ticking down here, and it looks like the Zebras are about to skate out and take their warm-up lap. And with that, Mason City will take the ice. And as always, we're late.
Right. So I was talking to Scott in the intermission. A win here is a big deal for us as far as
I think we clinched.
We clinched for a berth to and an invite probably to the national tournament, which is up in Minnesota, Plymouth, Minnesota, in the later parts of March. And then if Sioux City will win today against Omaha, which I believe they're up 1-0 right now, we would hold tight with the number 2 seed going into the final, into the Midwest League Finals. So kind of a big day for us and taking care of business. So.
Well, in our 4 years on this team, we have not had the opportunity to go to nationals, so that would be a big step. There was always Waterloo,
Omaha, Sioux City. Sioux City won it 3 years ago, I believe. So our league, it represents really, really well at the national tournament. So I recommend us being able to go. It's a great time. The first year that they had the high school national tournament back in 2010-2011 season, we represented our league in the first one that year when I was coaching the Capitals, and the experience is what was fun. Playing a team out of Arizona, and we played a team out of Arizona, Indiana, and I think Carolina. So you got to see some different hockey being played.
So faceoff comes back to Creer over to Coltrane. And they'll skate it deep and turn it over. And that's Yakub up along the boards. Tries to get it over to Creer. He'll take a shot. Deflected deep. Yakub gets rubbed off the puck, but picked up by Rowley. Rowley backhands one in and saved by the goalie and pinched in by Coltrane. Mason City will get it up off the glass. Bouncing puck to Creer. And try to get one to Clem, and gets by Rowley, and pinballs back and forth. That's picked off by Clem. He'll skate it in. Body over to Tomacek and takes a shot. Deflected high. And Roley will throw it deep. Comes out in front. That's Tomacek. Battle. Still loose. Now comes over. He tries to find Roley in the slot, but puck comes out of the zone over to Clementon at the blue. And he'll deke his guy. Skate in. Shot. That's a goal.
That's a goal.
And that's 7-1. So that'll be a run clock situation. And man, Clem's getting close to that 75-point mark.
Yeah.
And if he gets there, that's
Kind of relook at this play. And just getting it up to Clem. Clem's just going, beats one guy. And they shot, 5-hole. Buries it.
so we'll get a face-off. That's Gooding. And that squirts all the way back. And Michael will take that over and shovel it up to Friedrich. Takes a hit. And tapped over to Gooding. Bouncing puck at the red line. Comes back to Michael. He'll just get it deep. And we'll give chase. Or Becky up to Teddy. Teddy takes a shot in on net. Save. And for clarification, Becky got credit for the other goal that we thought.
Right.
So Teddy's only got one, but he's got an assist too. So he's got a little work cut out for him for the Hattie now. And Gooding spins with the face-off and bounced up. Now Michael in a race to the puck, and he'll be the first one there. Backhands that up out of the zone. And Shep will grab that. Now Becky skates. And he tries to come through the middle. And goes back over to Teddy. Teddy with a shot. Blockered into the netting. And we'll have a face-off again. 14:46 left in the game. It'll be run clock here until Mason City gets the deficit below 6 goals. And rimmed around the near side. Lang will try to dig that off the boards, but Tomacek grabs it, and we're offside. So we'll check up. Roley, and comes up to Tomacek, and comes over. Michael will keep it out. Teddy swipes at it, and we'll skate. Backhands one up to Roley. Roley comes to the middle to Clem, just off his stick, and comes back the other way with Mason City. And they'll throw it deep, go for a change. And that's Michael. He'll reverse it over to Clem. Clem taps that back. And now back and forth as Clem battles along the far side. And Teddy will grab that, spin, and get it out over to Clem. But it gets his pocket picked at the blue. Takes a shot. Blockered to the corner. And Roley tries to chip that out. Actually, that's Cooker. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off as Zim covers. Now to Shizzle. Shizzle to Creer. Creer will skate it up the middle. Makes the guy miss. And he'll get it up to Shep. He'll dance. That's Elliott, actually. He gets it over to Shizzle through the middle. Creer picks it off. Tap one over to Wade. Wade kind of whiffs on the shot. And Mason City will come back the other way. But Dom gets on the right side. And here it comes. Shot by 90. He's got a goal for Mason City. And in on net. And Zim will cover. And we'll get a face-off. Couple turnovers here, Andy. We're going to clean up.
Yep.
He's trying to get some scores for us. And it's not refreshing. I'm just going to start over. Face-off comes to the far side, chipped up by Wade, over to Cooker. And Wade will have to track that back down. Lifts the stick, bouncing puck. It's on the dasher. Now it drops back off. And Wade will get that over to Creer, who will look up ice, get bodied. Now over to Wade. Wade comes up through the middle of Shizzle, makes a good catch on that pass, and takes it low. Over to Creer, takes a shot. Rebound, still loose in front. That's Cooker trying to do the spinorama, but can't get a stick on it. And Mason City will just flip it out of the zone. Over to Creer, and he'll skate and makes a couple guys miss. And he's got Shizzle in the middle, but he just skates right around everyone. Comes down low, loses control of the puck. And that's Shizzle. He'll skate to the middle. That's Creer, gets poked away from him. And now back the other way comes Mason City. He'll take the blue, throw it deep. And the Capitals, I believe, won 5-3 against Waterloo. So that sets up a big weekend next weekend for them. That's Gooding. Takes a shot, blocked. Still down low, 10:55 left. We'll get a cover and a whistle.
Yeah, I mean, what it's going to boil down to is really seeding. It's going to be in both JV and varsity. There's 4, 5, 6 in JV in seeding wise, but then in varsity it's going to be that 6, 7, 8. And it's going to come down with this Mason City Capitals. Then you have Dubuque and Quad Cities. You know, where are they going to fall after next weekend?
Well, and if Sioux City holds on too, that's actually kind of good news for us. It gives us a little separation on Omaha.
Right.
And we should win the tiebreak against Omaha, shouldn't we?
I believe so, because
we picked up 3, right?
Well,
overtime loss, or what is it?
It's an overtime loss, but it's you know, head to head, and so you're 1-1 on there. But it's goals against, and so we scored 2. It was 2-0, and then we lost 2-1. So we're ahead on goal differential.
Yeah. Yep.
The empty netter is what helps us
that's
there.
The separation, yeah.
So that's where if Sioux City wins against Omaha today, Omaha, even if we lost both games and they won both games next week, we would win the tiebreak.
Well, and then we have enough separation on Sioux City too for national.
So that solidifies that today. So
Michael takes a shot, gets blocked. Watson's back. And shot in on Zim, blockered away, and thrown up the boards, not out. And out now. And Clem will pick that pass off, skates to the middle. He's got Roley, tries to slam dunk, and still loose in the crease. It's still loose, and still loose. And no one seems to want it, but comes back the other way. Watson steps up on him, so he'll rim it around. And that's Yakub. He'll get it back to Coop. Coop goes over to Clem. Clem takes that pass. And he'll skate to the side. And come out in front. And he would have had it too if it had stayed on the stick. That's Watson. Takes a shot. And Tomacek was there for the rebound but bounced over his stick. Now Michael throws it in on net. Patted away. Good pressure here by the Oak Leafs. Comes around to the other side. That's Roley. He tries to chip it to himself. Does. Gets it back to Clem. Clem's got Yakub again. He's behind the net and broken up. And Clem will skate to the middle. And we got a whistle. He'll take both of them. And we'll have another face-off. With 8:12 left in the game. We'll go 5-on-5. McDaniel looks like Bird and Anderson, Creer and Wade on the ice, and that's Bird. He wins the face-off to Creer. Creer goes down low and gets by Anderson. He tries sweeping one in front. Now that's back over to McDaniel, and he just tries to get it deep and does. Now Anderson grabs that off the wall. Throws it back deep, back out, back around, and Wade will have to track that one down. Gets rubbed off by the linesman, but he'll be the first to the puck, and he'll get it to Creer. And Creer makes a guy miss, but turned over, bouncing puck to Wade. He reverses over to Creer, and that comes up high and out into the stands. And we'll have a face-off in the zone. No penalty there for delay of game, Andy.
No penalty for delay of game.
Mm-mm.
Not this year.
I've only seen that called once in youth hockey, and it just happened to be Andy's team. Greer will gather that puck, try to go up the middle to Anderson, gets by him. That's icing. And we will get a whistle.
You know, the interesting thing with the next weekend with Capitals Mason City is they're going to be fighting for seeding. If the Capitals win both, it's going to drop Mason City down, and that's who we're going to see in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see these guys first round in the tournament. You know, if they split, it might be Capitals, and that's, you know, that'll be in the 7th seed, and we'll see the Capitals. So, you know, we're going to be watching scoreboard, you know, to kind of figure out who we're going to be facing in that first round in the tournament.
So Gooding with the face-off and comes back out, and that's Lorebecki. He'll skate it out. Skate to the side. Now behind. And he comes back up to Michael. Michael takes a shot. Glove down by the goalie. A little high and wide there. Just a bit outside. We'll have another face-off. 5:46 left in the game. Puck just kind of hangs out off the face-off dot, and we'll come the other way. And it's offside.
Hey, I really don't mind these whistles.
No, I don't.
The clock is still going, and you know, we're rolling all 4 lines. We're rolling all 6D. You know, just, you know, giving our guys some rest and getting ready for next week. So,
and that's what we should be doing. 5:14 left in the game. And shot in on Zim. He'll glove it down, and we'll get another whistle and more time off the clock. So, yeah, join us next week. It'll be senior night. The ceremony will be between the JV game and the varsity game. And we'll have, get there early as well. We'll have, that comes to the middle shot wide. Rebound, still loose, and saved. And the seniors will have all their memorabilia up, and then you can walk through and grab some candy. What candy is Dom choosing? Do you know yet?
well, I'm gonna guess some milk duds will be involved somewhere.
Not sure what Cooper's gonna pick.
You know, milk duds, Mike and Ike's. Man, I know that's what he asked for anytime I go to the gas station. So
That's Clem. He'll get it back out to Teddy. Teddy goes to the middle, chipped up by Rowley into the goalie, and we'll get a face-off at 3:57 left.
and I think we got some of those like stress ball things that are baseballs and footballs
Gotcha.
that he's gonna lay out there. Since those are kind of his other sports, so we have some of those we'll lay out. And
Yeah, we went through about 6 million pictures.
wasn't that fun?
Yeah, it was, and I sent you one
Yep.
that I found that I kind of forgot about, and it's Dom and Cooper in baseball sitting on our buckets,
Which we're gonna be sitting
which
on
we're going to be sitting on
next
week.
week.
Yeah,
So that's why I replied to you. I said I think that's us
yeah, it is.
because it's gonna be the picture that we're gonna want of us,
Oh.
the exact same position. So we have to look at that. Maybe we should wear those 2 jerseys they had on.
No, I'm going to pass on the jersey. I have it still, but
I do too. But
yeah, that's permanently retired, I think.
I'm guessing it's like a youth medium is what Dom wore probably than that
Yeah.
picture.
Rolly to the middle, saved by the goalie. That's Redfern. And comes out to Clem, who gets it over to Yakub, and we got a cover with 2:47 left. And we'll get a change. Looks like we got Creer and Michael, Elliott, that Cooker, and we got Shizzle playing D. with Kerr stepping up the forward. I bet you Shizzle can shoot from the point. Elliott takes a face-off. 2:18 left in the game. And comes back out. Michael will grab that at the red line and throw it deep. And they're offside. We're offside, so Elliott's got to check up. But Mason City bounces it, turns it over to Career. He skates to the side, comes in, now behind, tries to find Shizzle. Or I have no idea who that was. Sorry. I think that was Elliott. And now back. Shizzle steps up, gets by him. And now Michael will rim that around the boards to Career. Now through the middle, bouncing puck. Michael will wait at the bread line. A big hit on Elliott at the blue. He's all right. Comes out in front. Now off to the side. That's Cooker. Cooker rims it around over to Michael. Michael takes a shot. Bouncing puck up into the netting with 1:17 left. And we'll get another change. Laura Becky, Shep, Teddy, Dom, and Jack Gooding will take the face-off. This should be it for our trip to Mason City, as Gooding battles along the boards along with Wade and Laura Becky, and it comes back out. And now up to Scott. He tries to make a move now through the middle and broken up by Wade with 37 seconds left. Now out in front, shot wide. Now out in front again, bouncing puck. Wade will get a pass up to Lorbecky, and he'll skate in to the middle, takes a shot, and that's wide. And that's Shep. He'll battle with 20 seconds left. 18, 16. And that should about do it. And Zim will throw that out, high stick. And it'll get thrown back into Zim, and that's 2-1, and that's the game. 7-1 Oak Leafs victory. Andy, let's go home.
Let's go home. Let's enjoy this and enjoy the ride. And, we've had the Mason City's number all year. I think it was 7-2, 7-1, 6-1, and now 7-0 here, or 7-1 here. So, we might see these guys in a couple weeks, and when the season really counts in the new season. But it's been a great ride on the road, a great three-game set, and so now we can go home, get comfy, and get ready for everything at the Rexplex.
All right, we'll see you next week, everyone.